Drug dealers who called Child Protective Services. According to Reddit, number 13. That ain't even the right damn window. Every day I gotta put up with this bigoted I must have been 16 or 17 years old at the time. I was in high school and also had a part-time job at a Dairy Queen. On top of school and a regular job, I was selling crack and heroin. The Kyle channel does not condone the distribution of drugs, especially those that aren't legal. What? I was also selling weed and cigarettes at school. This story involves a heroin and crack user. At the time of this incident, I've already been selling hard stuff for about 1 to 2 years. Profit was pretty good, I'd say around $300 a day on average, which was great for my age, but I spent the money as fast as it came. I was young, I was dumb, so as a drug dealer selling crack rocks and heroin, I would use some of the addicts' houses to sell out of. I guess the cops would call these places crack shacks or projects. Is that what you, okay. I'd be supplying the addict a cheaper price for the product so that I could use their house to sell out of. They would also refer to a lot of other people to buy from. No, they would refer other people to me, like, so that they could buy from me, or they would help sell for me in return for the product. That's not a good idea, getting crackheads to try to sling some stuff for you, man. That's a good way to get caught. So the incident is in the addict's house. Wait a minute. Please check the video resolution. 1600 by 900 is not optimal. What is optimal for you, YouTube? And how can I change that while the stream is going on? I swear. What does YouTube want from me half the time? Well, hopefully good connection will cut it as we make it through this list. So the incident is in the addict's house. He has a girlfriend or partner, whatever you want to call it, and the girlfriend at the time had a little boy that was maybe around 3 years old. At the time, I didn't know how to tell how old the kid was. I didn't ask either because I was ashamed of myself for not preventing his mother from using. The kid, though, I felt like he was my little brother in some way. I would cook for him when he was hungry, and his mom was always too messed up to do anything. One day I go to work at the shack. It was a regular day. I get into the house, get my products ready, weigh out the stuff, and bag them. Knock on the door, or I knock on the bedroom door of the guy who owns the house, and I see that he is sleeping. His girlfriend is also on the couch sleeping because she is always high and messed up. The kid is just sitting there watching TV. I make him some macaroni and cheese. Now I gotta wake up the guy because I need an update on what product he's moved the day before. So I go into his room and I see that his eyes are still open. White foam all over him like he's overdosed. And it's normal for me to see overdoses, but this was beyond an overdose. To infinity and overdosed. He's been overdosed for too long. You can't just overdose for a small amount of time. This is too long. This is the shit that gets me in trouble, which means he's dead. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody subscribed and then it used the "now that's what I'm talking about" thing that always happens when, and I'm talking about somebody overdosing. This is not cool. The Kyle channel does not condone overdosing, regardless of the period of time you plan to enjoy. I guess what do we even say? He's been overdosed for far too long, which means he's dead. He was probably overdosed for the last 10 hours. Say that word again. I could smell it. He was cold to the touch. His vomit was dried and his eyes were dried. Now, I'm on one of the biggest panics that I've ever been in as I'm trying to figure out what to do. Giggity, get the fuck out of there, boy. I sit down with the kid and stay there until it he finishes his mac and cheese. Thinking about what I'm going to do next. His mom, sleeping behind me on the couch, is still alive but has no idea what had happened, or maybe she does. I don't even know. I left the shack. I drove about 2 blocks away, used a prepaid cell phone. No, that's what it says. A prepaid cell phone, and I called the police to report this. I sat in my car until the police showed up, and from that day on, I am anti-hard drugs. I still wonder about the little kid. He's probably 16 years old now, without a mom. Every time I see the mac and cheese at the apartment, I get this effed up feeling in my gut. And for the guy that died, I know I didn't kill him. I accepted that. But could he have lived longer if I was never in his life? His life story was pretty amazing. He did cool things when he was young. He got into drugs when his mom passed away, and he didn't have a dad. One tip for anyone reading this: never judge a person or where they are in life, even if they are crackheads, as many people would say. Some people go through the most brutal situations and have no love and support to get on their feet. I'm glad I was able to... I just lost myself. Son of a bitch. I'm glad I was able to be in the man's life and be his friend before he died. I know I treated the kid as a brother/father, and I hope that he remembers that part. Ooh, pretty intense, huh, guys? Sorry, but that's life, man. I'm impressed that the dealer could separate himself from the reality of the fact that you're giving this dude this thing that killed him. Maybe there is a bit of truth to the fact that if he didn't get it from you, he'd get it from somewhere else. But I don't know, man. It was you that he got that stuff from, so it's pretty messed up. Continuing to number 12. This was a long time ago. I've since gotten clean and started my own family. But there was a girl that I knew who was homeless with her newborn son. On Easter weekend, I was walking on this trail to go meet them with some people to sell them a sack. It started raining, all of that, and of course, it made me mad. There's these bridges that cross over the top of the trail, and lots of kids gather and smoke or get spun under the bridges. That's where I found her. She was passed out drunk with some random guy under the bridge while her newborn baby sat strapped in her car seat in the rain. He wasn't under the bridge, he was crying, and he looked dirty. I didn't have any children at this point, but I panicked seeing the little dude. I grabbed him, dropped all the shit that I was supposed to be selling, and walked off the trail and up the couple of blocks to the police station. I told them what happened, where I'd found him. CPS took him, and he ended up getting adopted. Well, that's good. That's good. That's decent. That's good. I think PB&J was saying they saw ads before my video. Here's hoping they're for something like video games as opposed to more Trump ads. How is he getting away with it? Dude was up in the hospital and they out here dropping ads on this dude. If you have seen Biden, I just love the ads. They're so excessive. Jesus Lord. This guy reads from a teleprompter. Have you seen that one, Dia? And they show like this video where he holds up a picture and you can see the glare of like a monitor on it. And they're like, this son of a bitch. As if like Trump has never used a teleprompter in his life or something. It's just wild.
Not to be invoking anything ill to the man, but what happens if he is to die from this death?
I'm sure that other boys in his campaign would just step up to the Trump mantle. They'd be all like, I am what he would have wanted. They're fucking terrible. Man, some people out there voting for absolute lunatics, and I guess that's the kind of America they want. Maybe they are lunatics themselves and they seek that representation. Number 10. I used to deal way back when I was a hot mess in an extremely abusive relationship. I called CPS on not only one person, but 6. The one that sticks with me the most not only because of the severity, but because I called twice, was the couple who used to pick up from me at a laundromat. We ended up seeing each other often enough, and I felt okay to go to their place. I was so floored when I stepped through the door. You opened the door, you got on the floor. This bitch walked the dinosaur. I kid you not. They had taken up all the carpeting in the house and had torn down the walls to get to the copper wiring and pipes. They had no electricity or running water. There was nothing in the house except for some sleeping bags and what used to be a living room. And then I noticed a nest of blankets with bright blue eyes peering over. My God. I realized there was a toddler and a small child no more than 5. Until this point, I had never seen or heard them talk about having kids. The poor kids were filthy, obviously malnourished. The house stunk of meth so badly that I gagged. I couldn't believe it. I guess the look of shock was super apparent on my face because the dad said that they were just squatting and then introduced me to their kids. I made some small talk and got the fuck out of there. The phone was ringing for CPS before I even closed my car door. I gave them the address and let them know the conditions of the home that they were squatting with two small children. I gave the numbers and, the names of the parents as I knew them and the names of the kids. They ended up going to jail for squatting, and the kids went to live with a relative. They ended up contacting me back to sell to them after they were bailed out, but I never responded. The guy that I was with at the time ended up selling to them, and they were living in a field in a tent with the kids. How did they get the kids back? I got into a huge fight with my boyfriend over it and was so disgusted that he still sold to them. I ended up calling CPS on them again. From what I heard from other people that knew them, the kids were taken permanently after that, and about a year later, the mom ended up going to prison for attempted murder, and the dad went to prison for check fraud. And this bitch was about to kill somebody for them drugs. This is getting pretty, this is a real list, boy. Holy hell. I better throw in some waka waka, and get these donations flowing or something, because if the last time that I did anything that was real on this channel, they took it the fuck down, remember? And I considered that tame. I don't consider me taking something that a serial killer has written and then reading it the most hardcore shit in the world, but YouTube does. If a serial killer wrote something or made a video and I'm just reading a transcript, that's too hardcore for YouTube. But can I tell you something that's particularly spicy about it all, Dia? Other people can do it and it'll be fine. It's only when Kyle does it, is it too real or too scary that people are just like, nope, gotta take that down. Isn't that bizarre? That I guess I didn't have enough puppets on screen or some shit. Maybe I should have been having you do my makeup as I'm reading it, Dia? I want something scary, but not too scary. Oh, you real scary. And then they picked up the phone, but no one was there. Oh, so spooky. I'm over it, dude. I'm over it. How you find this guy that you have already whitelisted on the internet and decide what is and isn't okay on his channel? That shit's hilarious. Oh my God, I'm over it. Number 9, twice. I left anonymous tips twice, which I know are hard to follow up on for a strained child protection agency. But as a weed dealer, it was all that I felt that I could do. I found out later that one of the kids was put into foster care, adopted by the foster parents, and recently graduated from a trade school. I have no idea about the other kids, the siblings, but I hope that they made it out too. Kids should be protected. Humans only get one childhood. Let's let the kids enjoy it and grow into happy adults. Don't hurt them intentionally or by your own stupidity. Boy, that's negligence sometimes, Diana actually asks, "Hey Kyle, what's your thumbnail about?" I'm glad that you asked, sweetie. I've been on this kick where I'm just gonna go ahead and dig into my, my downloads folder and slap anything onto a thumbnail. And what I think I'm going for is a bit of poetry in the way of coincidence to this madness. What do I mean when I say that? I mean, I like it when I just pick a random picture, but sometimes it kind of fits. It's just a picture of Mr. Dink from the hit Nickelodeon TV show Doug. But this is him represented in like one of those virtual games from back in the day. Virtual games. That sounds like a proper grandpa. You know, that's what I'd call them when they came out 30 years ago. And it was old school, man. This could have been like a Game Boy game or something that he was on. Pretty nuts. But yeah, animated thumbnails, Jesus says. What, like, you want them to be moving? Okay. And I just find a delicious gif of somebody dancing. Oh, you could also be asking why there's like weird capitalizations and I don't know, I was just feeling particularly insane when I was writing this on the thumbnail. Dr. Al's Ho LED CPS. Yeah, there's a secret message in there, guys. You know, you've just unlocked 1 extra year of life. Don't thank me all at once. Don't thank me all at once. Please don't let them take this video down. It's not that real. Okay? I realized I bit off more than I can chew when the list started, Dia. And the list was just like, yeah, so anyway, crack and heroin. And then the crack. I was like, God damn. Why you gotta do? I should really proofread at least the first entry that I do.
Or maybe not do any list that deals with drug dealers?
Oh, yeah. Like, Dia, half of the nights that I don't do a list, it's because every list or every question that's being asked is about drugs, is about hookers, about strippers. What's one time you had sex and somebody just said something that killed the whole mood? What's the craziest thing that you did while you were having sex? And you thought to myself, no! Dia, that was my virginity.
Shut up.
I'm hilarious. That was my virginity. That's a pretty good one. Give me a second here. Okay. Now I move this over here.
Did you hit it with your arm? Your hand?
I'm not sure what I hit it with. My aura may have tipped it over, Dia. It's like a bubble shield, you know. I didn't throw anything at Dia, you liar. It was on the floor, and then it was tipped over, and you didn't even ask if I'm hurt, you know? I could die, you know? I need the mother's milk, the titty time. I can't believe this. As we continue this entry, because I soldier on, I do what I must for my people that I love. An award. I need. This was a long... This was a long time ago, and I've gotten clean end.
Somebody think of Kyle, damn it.
Won't somebody please think of Kyle? This was a long time ago, and since I've gotten clean end, started my own family. But there was a girl. You better shut.
What are you doing, a movie trailer?
Okay. But there was a girl that I knew who was homeless with her newborn son. On Easter weekend, I was walking on this trail to go meet them. Well, I was walking on a trail to meet some people and sell them a sack. Wait a minute. Deja vu, I've been in this place before.
Are we going straight into Genshin Impact gameplay?
Why would anyone assume that I'm going to go? Who said that? Nobody asked that. That's madness.
Me?
Number 8. A friend of my girlfriend introduced us to her neighbors when she was around 50 to 60 years old. No, sorry. A friend of my girlfriend introduced us to her neighbors, who were like 50 to 60-year-old hippies that looked like a bad acid trip, but bought weed regularly for full price. It's interesting that they say full price as if they're used to being haggled. Couple of months down the road, they start being more friendly with my girlfriend and I, and start talking more when we would go to drop things off. The topic began with her telling us how she has custody of her daughter's oldest born because her daughter was sitting time at a woman's prison. Sitting time, I'm not used to that phrase. Backstory on the child: looks like 15, but clearly has the mind capacity of a 6 or 7-year-old. Not good. Not sure what was wrong with her specifically, but you could tell that there were issues. Near the end of the conversation about her daughter, she brought up the fact that her granddaughter was prescribed Adderall 30XR, and whenever they got her prescription, they dump all the little beads into a bowl to use whenever they couldn't find meth or whatever they needed, and instead fill the Adderall with Benadryl to make the kids sleep. Now here's my shock, my dude. When it comes to evil people in the world, at least they understand that the evil that they do is something they need to hide. How in God's name? You know what it is? I feel like some people are unrealistically forward, or their guard is down with their with their freaking, with their dealers, because they figure, oh, the dealers are doing something illegal too. So yeah, let me tell you about this man I killed. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just insanity to me. Just because I'm selling you drugs don't mean that I'm trying to hear about you selling your kids into slavery or the drugs that you're not giving your kid that they're prescribed to take. Like, holy hell, man. Jeez, some of these drugs won't even stay illegal. Like, some of us will live to see a day when most of these drugs become legal. Kung fu in my mouth tongue. Till this day, I'll never forget the emotions that I felt after getting out of there and sitting in my car. My hands were shaking so bad it was hard to Google information about CPS, much less information in. I felt goosebumps in every pore of my scalp. As a father of 2, I never knew such evil existed. Obviously in the movies and crap like that, but never experienced something like that firsthand. Oh, good for these people. I'm glad that they, they eventually came to terms with the evil that they think is what, just written or something. A lot of this evil inspires the movies, bro. Inspires. I could have swore I just heard some kind of like Discord notification.
That you did.
So it was real. It happened. I hope it was somebody saying that they got me something off the wish list, which I'm sure has gotten even more ridiculous since the last time everyone thought to look. Judge me, guys. Judge me. As we continue up, we arrive at number 7. Not sure if this counts, but in the late 1990s, I used to sell reefer. Part-time. That's marijuana for people who don't speak, dad. While I was in college, this is when I sold it. One of my regular customers turned his sister on to me. She called for a delivery, no big deal. I went there one time. She had 3 little kids. Where is that coming from? Or people dumping in the middle of this Zay Noodles cocksucker. I'm kidding.
Shut up. Be nice to them.
I love them. Calm down. Jesus, it's just a little bit of ribbing. It's not like I took this lead pipe. I'm kidding. Like a couple of toddlers and an infant, she just had them there. The house was full of cockroaches. I was disgusted. I called CPS, not because of the drugs or the babies, but because of how fucking filthy that house was. It caused a lot of problems for her and her boyfriend. They were in the system for a long time. Not sure how it all turned out, but fuck that woman. I don't know what it's like to know a dealer. I don't know, Dia. You know? Why can't they just legalize the weed? Legalize the hoes. And then, you know, all of the hoes that I know will be finally able to have purpose, to have meaning, and to make the world a better place. Titties up, titties down, titties all around. Ho this, ho that. What rhymes with that, Dia? I gotta write this song, Dia. I gotta write this song. Ho this, ho that. Make you vote Democrat. Does that work?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Ho this, ho that, peanut butter jelly and a baseball bat. Okay? Jesus says, I haven't gotten high since my son was born 3 weeks ago. Psh, lame. I bet you he's gotten high before you do, Jesus. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. All around the mistletoe. Is that how that song goes? All around the mistletoe. Lyrics. What song am I thinking of? Dia, it goes like this. Ooh, girl. Oh my God, not Justin Bieber. You're hurting me. It's called Electric Feel. Hey, y'all got it. Good shit. Good shit, guys. Good shit. It's all along the Western Front. You fuck. All along the mistletoe.
You sing it like that every time.
I sing it like all around the mistletoe every time?
Yeah.
Well, it's like that one song that says Alice D when I think it's saying LSD. It's supposed to say LSD, fool. Come on. I love this song. Come on. Sit up, girl. Why you associate that with getting high? Like a little baby is like, wait a minute, is that good shit? As we continue off this list, it's not good. Kids and drugs, they don't mix. I need the line to be thick, not thin. No thin line between children and stuff. Number 11, okay? The owner of a Mexican restaurant threw 2 young farm workers at the bar out of the parking lot. I'm sorry, I really wanted to ask you if you felt involved because this is a Mexican thing. Do you?
Not at all.
But come on, it's like Mexican. You're like that, Dia.
Wow.
What?
Like you're like, oh look, it's a Mexican.
Don't you feel included? Isn't that what like today's world is about? Oh man, if there isn't just like a Muslim or some kind of Hispanic in this, then the people won't feel included. So that's how they start the show, where they walk up and they go, I'm gay. And they're like, okay. Do you have a name? No. My homosexuality is my identity.
Look, man, every time that I see a Mexican
And behold my sombrero.
in a show,
You think, oh no.
yeah.
You think, oh no. Now you know what it feels like. Now you know what it feels like.
Shut up.
When you see a black person on the fucking, and you know that they're there as just like a token motherfucker, and they gonna come up and say some shit like,
The thing is,
or, oh hell no. What?
when I see like an actual movie, not stupid shit like that, but like an actual movie, the black people tend to be smart. But yeah, unfortunately, they do tend to die.
These shows have been written.
Smart.
These shows have been written by the people who used to write Tumblrs. Was that how it works? Who used to own a Tumblr and write terrible blogs, and now they're old enough to turn their fan fiction
Look,
into reality.
At least it's turning around for y'all, but we are still stereotypes to
I am gay and listen to my problems. It's not easy. Okay? My parents don't understand me. Do you know anything about that?
No, my parents always understanded me, you know? So hard that, I say understanded instead of understood. Because that's how used to it I am. I used to listen to a song that went, parents just do understand, Parents just do understand. Thanks, Mom. Here's understanding. I'm sick of TV right now. I'm really sick of TV. Right now. Sorry, I'm moving up and down the slider of the audio because I was hearing clipping that I normally only hear if I leave open my capture. No, I thought it was open. The HD game capture for the Elgato. I'm gonna need another Elgato. This one it's seen better days. You have to wonder if they all have like a life on them. It's because I'm running it so often because I'm an actual gamer as opposed to the let's play once or twice a week, boys. Man, nah, homie. Some of this shit got bought because I was intending for them to almost never be shut off. And if anybody in here seriously uses their computer properly, I want you to tell me, how often do you shut your computer down? Do you? That's all I'm saying. Oh my god. Guys, I see OBS, but I don't see the actual window that I'm supposed to be able to read the chat in. Oh, here we go. Seraphin Philibert says, nah, Kyle. Hazard says, I'm trans, identify as an attack helicopter. Oh boy. Sierra says his bud was the best though, so it was worth it. Wonder if she means bud as in their friend or is talking about somebody's weed. Harry Penis says, I hate when movies or video games try to shovel political bing bong down the throat. It's like, if you want to tell a story and you want to involve characters, do so subtly because that's what people are like in real life. We get it. You're trying to tell a story, but you don't need to make it like an anime where they open their mouth and they just vomit exposition about who they are and their life and say all of this inorganic shit that nobody in real life would ever say. And it immediately makes you, because in real life, if somebody were to say some shit like that, you'd just be like, can you get the fuck out of here? So of course that's what you're going to feel like when you're seeing this in the narrative of some kind of stupid ass TV show or movie. You need to give us a little bit at a time. You want to know who people love in a movie? And I say people because I'm talking about myself, so I assume that most of you guys with, brains in here are kind of similar to me in that regard. When you see somebody in a movie and they don't say shit to you, that's fucking dope. Not just because your brain might create something more interesting than actually exists for that person, but because it actually forces you to ask the question, who the fuck is that guy? What's their deal? What was going through their mind? Why haven't they said anything? It's better to just have somebody say nothing at all than to say too much. And everything that we watch is too much. Jason says, I don't own a PC, but I hardly shut down my PS4. What the hell you got going on your PS4, baby? My PS4 is off because I am done roasting Marvel's Avengers for a considerable amount of time. But you're right, I'm going to have to boot it back up, get my daily shit done in Fortnite, make sure that I'm that much closer to getting all my holographic and chrome Marvel skins. They really made them like Pokemon cards. You don't just unlock the skins, you got to get them chrome. Holographic. I'm not going for holographic, it's too much leveling. But the chrome. I think I might even use a chrome Iron Man from now on instead of my favorite, that's not true. I'm in love with that stupid dude in the spaceship. Spaceship? Spacesuit. Oh no. Back to the inclusive entry that I'm reading for you. The owner of a Mexican restaurant threw two young farm workers at the bar into the parking lot. They were drunk as monkeys and proceeded to fight, or try to fight, but mostly just leaned on each other, all in front of the picture window while the place was full of people. One runs to his truck and burns rubber out of there. I said, time to go, honey. And she says, what? Those a-holes aren't done. and I'm not going to be here when the shooting starts. We left, and the shooting did commence not long after. That sucks, Dia. Have you ever been to a restaurant of the Mexican variety and witnessed some sort of altercation?
Because, you know, not everyone is fucking like that.
Okay.
Everyone is a psychopath. So, yeah, thankfully we've never been in a place like that. I'm sure it happens more often than not over in Mexico, but not here. Not that I've ever, like, heard or seen anything like that.
Do we have any spaceship back blings in Fortnite?
I don't think so.
You're kidding me. There's like a satellite glider that I remember having in season 3.
Yeah, and now we have a meteor.
There's a meteor. There's all kind of crap. I guess there's no spaceship, so you can't wear one. Touche, man. Really? There's no spaceship back bling? Spaceship back bling. Yo, I think this one spaceship is that a glider yet? Remember, because we had to...
Oh, yeah.
It may be a glider, but it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge, and maybe some people would want to ride in it as opposed to, or even stand on it, as opposed to like hanging from it and then going down. Plus, it doesn't suit my aesthetic. This would be very cool if we could get it in black. And I say very cool, but I'd never use it. Just like I don't use the Millennium Falcon or the X-Wings. Because they're obnoxious. Ladies and gentlemen, let's obliterate this list because I've fallen off track. I've fallen out of sync with what I needed to do. You know? Not titty-tastic of me. Kotala says Silver Wolf slow on the uptake. What did Silver Wolf say? I just realized El Gato translates to the cat. Yeah. El perro es mi corazón. El gato no es bueno. Okay. How do you feel about that song, Dia?
I think it's dumb.
Es mi corazón. El gato. They got a real dude to sing that song, Dia. You know what I mean? As we continue up this list, no. Number 10. About 2 months ago, I stayed up past my usual bedtime, and as soon as I got in bed, I smelled something odd. Was hearing some inconsistent banging and clattering from downstairs. This is a different list, isn't it? Yeah. Kyle, if you didn't realize this until you reached the end of the list, you would have triggered your own what the hell am I reading moment, which happens occasionally from time to time, even when I'm reading the right list, where I go, what am I reading again? You know what I mean? And then I got to go back and see that, oh, it's drug dealer is who called the cops. Okay, so as we continue to number 6 on the correct list, all right, I used to sell weed. X and K were around 20 or, whoa, he's saying that he used to sell weed, X and K. Around 20 years back, I had a regular that would come to see me like clockwork every weekend. He seemed like an okay guy. After a while, his pickups turned into 5-minute chats, and then into 30-minute stays. Bitch, we ain't friends. During a conversation, he let slip that he had a son, a toddler, and he looked after him every weekend. That when he was at my joint picking up his kid, was in the car. Damn.
For Butter Slices College Fund. Don't do drugs.
Diana, that's so incredibly sweet of you, and I appreciate you. Wait a minute. Is Diana the stream boss? I think she could be, dude. I think Diana's the new stream boss. May she squat like a Russian in a tracksuit over all of y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Blat Al. Round of applause for Diana. Just blessing it on y'all, man. She letting her just school y'all like that. Wow. Diana, I appreciate you. Thank you. But I'll see that Butter Slice gets into a great university, you know, even if we have to bribe them. That's the way to get them in, guys. Don't delude yourselves. Don't delude yourselves. You gotta. What? Oh my god! Yo! YNK. Where have you been all my life? Okay? Where have you been all my life? I would never want to diminish your heroic and unbelievable donation this day. I'm going to use that for groceries. I'm not even playing. You know? I need to like set myself up so that this month I need an honest opinion from all of you, okay? I have the time to produce. Look, I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to say it, okay? Because I would never want to diminish my man's heroic donation.
Well, now he's a stream boss.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, is that it wasn't enough to bust. It seemed like he did that almost as a reaction to Diana. Diana, I love you. You know what I mean? Isn't Diana the name of Wonder Woman?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a Wonder Woman in her own regard. In them Wonder Woman, I don't want to call them panties, Dia. Well, what do you call them? Because it's not part of a onesie. It's like, what do you call it? What do you call what Wonder Woman is wearing if it's not a leotard?
Like booty shorts?
Booty shorts?
I don't know.
Briefs, bruh. It's not a bodysuit. No. Look. Okay, boom. Oh, it is a leotard? That thing's like a part of her suit? It is a leotard then. Why did I think that it was separate? Whatever, listen. You get what I'm trying to say, is that Diana's the Wonder Woman here. And then on top of that, okay? YNK gotta come in here and stunt. And hit him with that. Okay, listen. I want to showcase and make abundantly clear my appreciation for all of you. And I want to ask a serious question to Diana, to YNK, to everybody that might be interested. If I had extra time this month, should I try to double up on these streams where I'm reading Reddit? Would you like to see more of me roasting Marvel? Because I'm loving watching the fire that is that game burn. I take no pleasure in it, but I didn't derail the train, and I'm honest with myself enough to say, man, look at that train. Look at that shit coming off the rails. Pull out the camera so I can watch it a couple more times later. You know what I mean? No disrespect, I just think it's wild. And I'll tell you what else. I went to the Square Enix YouTube channel, and the one thing they shouldn't have done is respond to a comment of mine, because it just put fuel under my fire. I was like, oh yeah, Square Enix is paying attention? And you know the reason they're paying attention is because there's so few people playing this game. So I was just going to say, do you want me to make twice as many of these Reddit lists? Do you want me to do this and mess with Marvel? I could even throw out some Genshin Impact stuff, because I'm playing way too much of that behind the scenes. And Dia, if I may say so, okay, is adventure rank 16 in that game. Doesn't seem like a big deal for anybody who doesn't play the game, but understand it's almost about, I would say, kind of close to 10 to 12 hours of gameplay. You know? That girl's gotten further than I have. And you know why she's gotten further than I have? Because Genshin Impact is after your money, homie, and I'm not going to spend money. So what I've done is I started playing on PS4, then I started playing on PC, and then I re-rolled on PC to try to get another, to see what's going on. Basically, you got to look at it like this. When you start a game in Genshin Impact, if you get to adventure rank 7, they give you a bunch of free bing bongs that you can use to see what character you're going to unlock, all right? But there's good and bad luck, because it's almost a damn loot box, pretty much. So when you open that, you have chances at dope characters, you have chances at lame characters, you have chances at characters that pretty much nobody has, but you also have a chance of not getting a damn thing at all. So I got pretty much crap on the PS4. My main account on PC has pretty good stuff. I just re-rolled a new account and got a character that's very good, but all of the other characters are irrelevant. So I'm not even going to go with that. I'm just going to stay on my main account. You get what I'm saying? And in the time that I've been screwing around with 3 accounts, Dia already got to like this high level, bro. You know, because she's only been playing on the one account. And now she's actually unlocked the co-op mode, so her and I could do that together if you want. But it sounds like you guys are saying, hey, you are all right with me roasting Marvel, so I want to see what, I'm not going to be real. I'm going to be real. Marvel is roasting itself. I am just kind of documenting it. And I hope that game succeeds. But for right now, boy, it's kind of just like, it's grim. I don't feel bad, but I feel like what I want to do is make a how not to do this type of thing in the future. If anybody ever tries to make a game like this in the future, don't do it. Ugh. Don't do it. Jesus said, I just downloaded Genshin Impact. I didn't know it was free. Bruh, I am outrageously impressed with the game. It seems like a $60 game that they've made available for free. And I'm still waiting for the part where it seems like I have to spend money, but I haven't hit it. And from all the YouTube videos that I see, it doesn't seem like you have to pay for anything. It's only the what do you call it? Like the dangling banana of potentially having different characters that you can play as. So dangling carrot. No, I want a banana that you can just like fit in your mouth and maybe, lick it and stuff, suck it, it's just like the right shape.
You telling me you can't do that with a carrot?
I don't know. I think I appreciate it more with a banana, right? I'm just that kind of guy. Why did I stop talking? Because YNK and Diana did this to me. Yeah. New GIF. Okay. Well, I need to find, I know that YNK likes the Honkler, so I need to find him. Where could the Honkler be, though? That's the real question. Where might the Honkler be? Listen, YNK, excuse me. Don't smile at me. Listen, YNK, I'll find you the proper Honkler by the end of this. Right? Oh man, its background isn't even transparent. Look at this crap. I am so ridiculous. All hope is lost, says Kyle. Are you gonna do any more exposed videos like you did with Lucas Warner? That was some great content. I could mix. Did she really?
I just wanted to give a spooky donation too.
Well, thank you both for your cursed donations. Expect some creepy stuff towards the end of...
Sile, are you gonna do any more exposed videos like you did on Lucas Werner? That was some great content.
Honeycomb said that they're watching from the beginning, so they'll see me tomorrow. What, like this list just goes on forever? Diana, all hope is lost. YNK, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna be collecting a little bit more for the Lucas video. I've tried to articulate this in the past. The reason that I kind of slowed down with that is because the dude made himself homeless. And do not mistake me for feeling sorry for Lucas. He has put himself in this position, and he is capable of understanding that he is the reason for where he is. But instead of devoting his time to anything that might remedy his situation, he is wasting his time online. And as much of a person as I've...
Honk honk.
This dude hit it with that honk honk.
Honk honk.
It's so loud.
Honk honk.
I'm really sorry about that. What?
I love interrupting you.
Listen, you guys are great. This is exactly the type of thing that, it's really funny because probably under different circumstances, this would be really annoying, but you got me wrong. You have got me you guys, this is coming at just the right time in my life. This morning I was on the toilet. I'm kidding. I always try to confuse my brain with the things that come out of my mouth, and it's just foolishness. It's just foolishness. But yeah, no, I can't even say that. I can't even say that I'm upset or burdened or bothered by this dude, and that's why I haven't done a video. I just made clear like probably a couple of minutes ago that I'm the type of guy that unfortunately will like to watch a train wreck. But I think this dude is somehow, I want to say, eating up the attention that he's getting from this. And no, you and I know that negative attention is not the type of attention that you should get. Oh my god.
One more hunk PLZ.
You gonna have it pierce your ears?
Honk honk.
Oh my god.
Honk honk.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really got to do something to you. Okay, you know what I'll do? I'll download it right now so that after the stream, I'll be able to end the page isn't even loaded. What the fuck?
Can't forget to hear some live.
I actually almost choked a little bit.
Diana.
Hey, back there.
Yay.
Like,
Diana loves me too.
oh my god. I love Diana, though. Downloading the MP3. Man, she really took a bite out of YNK's health.
Oh Lord.
Okay, and I'm not saying that. No, never mind. I didn't say anything just now. I didn't say anything. YNK need to, him and I need to conspire. Okay, we gotta take care of some business here. Diana, you're a hero. YNK, you guys are both incredible.
What do they want?
Tell me what you are looking for here.
What kind of video?
Yeah, let me spend a day tomorrow pleasing Diana during the season. Diana. Diana. And YNK too.
Oh.
YNK can be there. he can have a foam finger and be like, woo. Kidding. Diana scares the hell out of me, and she knows it. You wanna know why? I was looking at her Snapchat, and she posted a video story of her in Fortnite. But do you know what she was doing?
What?
She was in the Korean pop group's event. What?
66 halves.
What kind of man, my chest just now when I did that. What's wrong with me? Have I screamed too much in my lifetime?
Yes.
No, but it's part of the profession.
You're getting on in age. Man.
Oh, I'm just getting on in years. Yep, only got a couple more left, right, dear?
Shut up.
Only got I better enjoy these next 2 birthdays. My age? Shit, I'll be kicking it.
Keep up the good work, my dude.
You guys are crazy. Listen. I love you. And you guys are all making the world a better place. You're making my face hot from the tension of, I feel like a rubber band's gonna snap in my face hole because that's how girls know that they really like somebody, is when they're around them and they can't stop smiling, and then when they're done hanging out with them, they're like, Jesus Christ. That's probably how Dia knew. Dia, did I make your face hurt?
What?
It didn't hurt with you?
What are you talking about?
From smiling?
Oh yeah, no. Remember the reason that I even looked you up after I initially heard you, was because you made me laugh so hard. I'm like, this guy's funny. I gotta go look up more shit about him. And I enjoyed everything that I watched with.
So how did you talk to me with one hand?
What?
What do you mean what? You don't get the joke? Ah.
No, I don't.
What?
I don't understand.
I'm stopping the list. What do you mean you don't understand? What did I just say to you?
How was I able to talk to you with one hand?
Yes. Spell yes. What does Y-E-S spell?
Y-E-S, yes.
What does E-Y-E-S spell?
Eyes.
Okay.
You're a fucking idiot.
How did you talk to me with one hand? What's the joke there?
I must be doing something else with my other hand.
Okay. As long as we have arrived. Okay?
What a stupid fucking joke.
It's not a
Keep
joke.
reading.
It's not a joke. I know how to spell eyes, Dia.
Congratulations, most of us do. Do you want a gold star for that?
Are you shaming the people who don't know how to spell eyes?
No, I'm shaming you for saying I can spell eyes as if it's something worth going
It's an
to.
accomplishment. Thank you very much. I'll be on the roof by the end of the night. Yeah, you like that? Hello, everyone in the neighborhood. Get the fuck. Shut up. Give me the rocks.
Oh, man,
Jesus.
it started off as a joke and now he's on that roof.
It started off as a joke.
Please don't hit him. I don't know. What's wrong? Call me a cab.
Unbelievable. Thank you to everybody. I remember I was reading a list before this all went down. Remember, you remember too. It's giving me a laugh again seeing that I capitalize. People, I think I was. Yo, here's the thing. I've tried to make it clear. I really hate explaining what makes certain things funny to me, but I feel like it would. No, dude, no.
300.
He did the math.
Jeez. Oh, okay. YNK, I appreciate you this day. You need to message me, man, because again,
What do you want?
you're a hero. You're a hero.
Hero.
You're a hero. You okay?
Hero.
You're the pair of scissors in my brain right now that's just snipping stuff up because I might be able to articulate a proper thanks, Diana, Hero, Puncher Joe. I'm gonna work on this Lucas video. It's just I don't want
33. 33 Hebs doesn't divide well, but here you go.
Can you imagine if I only got this money if I was capable of like doing the complex math that goes into the numbers that you guys are choosing? Okay, so first it was like 666, I get that. And then it was 666 again. But then it was $33.33. Like, you know what, man? Can you imagine a person looking over this statement and going, this is fraud? You know what I mean? Just like going, what do you mean? Look at the numbers. Like they're just slapping at the keyboard. None of this is real eyes.
Realize.
Man, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, YNK. All I know is that I'm glad that YNK is giving it a rest because he's done what he needs to do, and he shouldn't be upset, okay? That he is almost about to lose Stream Boss again from the other side of the ring. Sorry, I'm kidding.
Shut up.
All right.
You know what would be kind of cool? If the pug exploded into like a bunch of tiny dancing pugs.
Why would you want a pug?
Sploosh.
Sploosh, y'all gonna put me in the splash zone. I haven't used that one in a while. Oh yeah, that's that good stuff. I have a flush noise, but not a sploosh. Oh my god. Adam Wells says it's been a rough couple of weeks. It's nice to hear a friendly voice who can make me laugh. Thanks. You know what really sucks, man, is that
Ever think of expanding to other locales?
bruh. Y'all. Look, y'all starting to
22 won that quick maths.
y'all starting to scare me now. Wait, that wasn't even Puncher Joe's thing. YNK again? Oh my god. I actually missed that one. It said quick maths. Listen. You guys are starting to scare me. I want you to know I appreciate you, and I do feel like I have something in the way of a knot in my
I just want to hear the dollar tune again.
Y'all are gonna let me finish this list. You understand me? Okay. As it pertains to going to other lolcows, I will be completely honest with you. I do not mean to imply that every other lolcow is like lame or not entertaining enough or something like that. But I was on the internet when people were teasing Chris, you know, and I never found him as amusing at the time as, like, now that we have documentation, you can see just how far people went, and they were convincing this dude that they were girls and getting the dude to, like, get naked with a pillow and a blow-up doll and yell out their name and all kind of stuff like that. You see that they were really having the time of their life. But something about Lucas if we were to create a criteria for entertainment, this dude hits every single one. What makes incels so great is that they lack self-awareness in a capacity that is insane. When you sprinkle a little bit of entitlement on there, as if to imply that, yes, no, dude, they unapologetically...
I need the honkler to stay.
Wait, you like this honkler, or you want the other one back that, like, squeezes its nose? Y&K, you're a hero here. You gotta, I mean, what the... Okay? You... Guys, for real, okay? Please. You know, I'm like at the edge of my seat here. I don't know how much more the world can take. What am I saying about Lucas? He's the perfect combination. You know, I've seen a lot of recipes on the internet as far as appetizing or
YNK beat me fair and square. One last donation for the night. All I ask for is a random soundboard noise.
I mean, now that's what I'm talking about. It's really just interrupted me tonight. Like, I'm not sure I can remember. Random sound noise.
The dolphin.
Dio wants a dolphin. You know which one's my favorite is this one. That's my favorite noise right there.
She gets 2 for the price of 1.
Man.
Wow.
I'm going to go ahead and finish this list before things get terrifying. Teddy, does Teddy like the yo? Yeah, that's Asian as hell. Diana, I appreciate you. YNK, you're heroic. Jesus, Puncher Joe, all hope is lost, guys. You're gonna get that Lucas video. I feel like I don't want any attention on that. Whoa, Puncher Joe. Whoa, Puncher Joe. I don't want any more attention on that freak, because I'm going to be real with y'all. The girls that I grew up around were insane enough to get into close proximity with this psychopath just to get like footage and stuff like that. And it's exactly like Chris Chan and Blue Spike. Do you know what I mean? He's one of those kids that took it too far, but it's because he was at the exact proper little fuckhead age where there is no...
Something why Lucas is entertaining.
Oh my god, Puncher Joe is the stream boss. Puncher Joe, you seem to have punched your way through the noise. Punched your way through the honks that is this stream here. Look, man, YNK, he deserves whatever he wants. Blue Spike is essentially one of the trolls for Christian that took it too far, okay? He had the boy sticking things up his butt. He was like, it was absolutely disgusting. It was...
There was even a call between him and like a bunch of other trolls that they told him, hey, stop.
Yeah, they were like telling him to stop, but he was the perfect little kid age where he didn't give a fuck. He was the perfect little kid age where if this kid had access to Xbox Live at the time, he'd be one dropping the N-word and calling your mom this and saying he fucked her and you're the F-word and all kind of bullshit. He was like the perfect little kid where like, what are you going to tell these kids, you know? They got nothing to lose here. There's nothing too much. It's good. That's the kind of like chaos on the little kid form where they're mad at the world and all they wanted was a little bit of attention, but it's too late because they don't even want it now. Even 14's a little bit too old. I'd say probably 13, man. 13's just like this perfect age where like the girls don't like them. Oh boy, good stuff. They've started noticing the girls, but the girls don't give a shit about them. That's the perfect little... How old was my butter slice? Like, 13's the perfect age. I'm retconning butter slice back to 13.
He's always been very, very young.
Butter slice was created when he took his mom and dad out to a dinner to...
Yeah, I remember this.
To come out of the closet to them.
Mom, Dad, thank you for coming here today. Well,
Wait a minute. What did somebody just test the waters with? The Puncher Joe's health was sabotaged. You know, like someone poisoned him or something. Oh my God, Master Weeb! I see on Streamlabs that you donated $3, and I appreciate you. But I think as part of the spam filter, you have to donate $3.50 before it or $3.50. What did I just say? Before it registers. Wow. That's not something I want people to know or learn after they've donated. I thought that I'd written that down somewhere. Dia, remember when I was reading a list? I hope I can get through the knots in my throat. You guys are too insane. You guys are just like a bunch of weed in my mouth hole, you know? That's how you take it, right? You eat it, you rolled it into a ball and you eat it, Dia? Since you've been gone, I can breathe through the lump in my throat.
You can also snort it.
You can snort weed? Can you inject it?
Yep.
You know? How about a weed suppository? Has anybody tried something like that? Because if the THC, yo, look it up.
Almost there, guys. You can do it.
What is almost there? Please.
Oh,
My heart.
400.
Did he say now it's an even number when he donated a weird? No, because he probably donated at the old price. Because, oh my God, my heart. Marijuana.
Now it's an even number.
Suppository. There is no way. There is no way. There is no way. The back door is making a comeback. I can't. You ever shut yourself up with something that has to pop into your brain? And the answer that you got was exactly what you were looking for, but maybe you think to yourself, I wasn't ready for it. There are marijuana suppositories. I'm not interested. I just wanted to know. Guys, I love you. What a wild ride this has been.
Number 6.
Let me continue this list. YNK. Oh my God.
You're at 400.
Listen, no. No. I'm losing my lower register, and it's because like the inside of my body is tensing up, man. That's crazy. Bro.
Water.
Bro.
Here.
Bro. Do you have water? Thank you. YNK, I wanna extend a. Oh my God, that. Look, I'm not resetting that then. Okay, I'm not resetting that goal. YNK, thank you. Oh my God, let me mute this. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Seems I've got some work to get to, man. And You guys deserve no less. And seriously, Y&K, drop a little bit more of what you would like to see so that you can, expect that, because I'm feeling like CPS is going to get called on me and they're going to come and scoop up this toddler back here. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, well, why do you want CPS to come get you? Stupid. Do you want to go for a ride, little girl? Okay. What the hell? Sapphire says he's done it. Y&K has invaded Kyle's brain and spinal cord. He's hacked him completely.
You know what that sounds like?
What?
Some Sword Art Online shit.
This girl in Sword Art Online. You know she had a stream recently where she sat and talked about Sword Art Online?
The first arc.
And you people let her. I don't know if I know Linda is part of DS Streams, but they just let her talk about Sword Art Online like it's fine. Okay? Y&K, Puncher Joe.
People came to see that shit.
People came, all right. Dia, I can't believe you're laughing at that. I can't believe you're laughing at that. Y&K, Goldman, Master Weeb, Diana, Puncher Joe. Jesus. No, not that. It's all okay. That's not what it sounds like. Okay? I promise you. I promise you. It really is getting hot in here too. Number 6, okay? I used to smell. Damn your brain, dude. You can do this. I used to sell weed, blah, blah, blah. During a conversation, this dude let slip that he has a son, a toddler, and that he looked after him every weekend, and that when he was at my spot, where he would chill for 30 minutes sometimes, the kid was in the car in the back seat. The dude had a minivan with no windows the entire time. Not only that, but because of this, he didn't want to share his single bed with his kid and risk getting it urinated on, and made the kids... Do you know? He made the kids sleep outside?
In a car.
In a van? Come on. Some people... But he has to know how wrong that is.
Of course he does.
But no, not just for the kid. A lot of parents are going to reach a point where they just don't... Fuck them kids. That's how they feel. But they at least have to operate for fear that if they are found out, they could be in trouble with the police. And this is crazy. Putting the kid outside means if somebody finds him and calls the police... This dude was worried about his bed getting pissed on, so he made the kid sleep in a van outside. It's okay, because it was locked and parked in the backyard, so the kid was safe. It's like camping, I'm sure he thought. As soon as he let that slip, he was done as a customer. I told him to get the fuck out, never come back, on threat of a severe beating. He threatened to rat on me to the cops. I told him that my supplier saw me as a decent source of income and wouldn't take it very well. He left. It rocked me so hard that I felt concussed. I honestly couldn't process how sterile and casual he was about it all, and I knew that I had to call CPS, so I called anonymously and said that I lived on the street and could hear the kid crying from the van at night every weekend, and that I had seen him incoherent and smelling of weed during the day. I never saw him again. I don't know what happened to either him or his son, but it stuck with me all the time, and I feel responsible for his actions in part because he did these things in pursuit of drugs. I eventually stopped dealing and got my shit together, and the way I felt about this was the realization that my actions affected people far further from me than I thought was a huge part of it. Nothing changes the fact that I contributed to this kid's neglect and abuse, though, willingly or not. It makes no difference, and it's only one of the shitty, ugly things. That's what it says. It's only one of the shitty, ugly things that I've done that I have to live with. Huh. Well, at least this is one of the better scenarios where we know that if this dude only...
Don't make your kids sleep in cars.
Yeah, let's pour one out to that, Puncher Joe. Don't make the kids sleep in the car. What the hell? What the hell, man? Ugh. But no, this whole scenario seemed like a better case scenario than most of them, because at the very least we know that that kid was only spending the weekends with the dad, as opposed to this being like the primary caregivers. Oof. I forgot what a downer this list was. Number 5, I pulled up to a woman's house. I was 19 years old at the time, and she was a regular and often asked if I had any coke. I was strictly a marijuana dealer, and I'm not saying that I would ever want to deal drugs, Dia, but I think that's the safer one to go with because of your clientele. Yeah, people gonna get greedy. Yeah, people gonna get weird. Yeah, people gonna get nuts. But nobody's going on a rampage when they're high. Do you know what I mean? But people, when they strung out on other bullshit or when they tweaking or high on other shit, they will really get crazy. When I walked into her house, she had 2 baby twins, female dealer. When I asked to use the bathroom, she said that she didn't have running water due to too many issues. There was a 5-gallon bucket in the bathroom to pee and poop in. The bucket was extremely full. Not to mention the overflowing trash cans and tied off trash bags in the living room. Dude, no flowing water with kids. Full stop, dude. It's a difficult thing to live with when you're an adult. But with kids, dude? I couldn't believe how gross her house was. I panicked. I called CPS, told them that I was a family friend. I drove my car down the road a little and waited for the cops to show up. I watched them pull the woman out of the house in cuffs. She turned out to have heroin in her house. I still wonder about those twins today. Wow. Wow. I am terrified here. Jesus says, I didn't have running water a few times while I was a kid. That shit defiantly sucks. Dia, the water pressure was weird this morning.
So?
And it was just way less than it normally is. And after this, I need you to remind me to go check it, because I went outside to kind of check everything, and everything seems fine. It's just been raining a lot today. And I guess if after a day we still have issues, I'm going to need to figure out what's going on. Maybe even call some people, and that's...
During the day, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my heart. My heart. Thank God for this stream and my subs and you guys for making life tolerable. Because look how terrifying it is. And the president making fun of people with masks, and then this happens to him. Who could have seen it coming? Number 3. Yes. Back when I was younger, maybe 17 years old, I got my first job at Domino's Pizza. One of my managers was a really scummy 24-year-old guy that looked like a troll. He had astoundingly bad hygiene and also a shitty attitude, but sold good weed. The hiccup burp combination, Dia. Do you think I do it when my brain needs oxygen? That's how I say that word. Oxygen? Don't react to it all at once. Fucking bored over there. Yeah, listen, I had astoundingly bad hygiene and also shitty attitude, but sold really good weed and bought me cigarettes. This was my first experience having older friends able to get me good stuff on demand like that. One day he hooked me up with a friend of his that was selling mushrooms. So I met with the guy and bought an ounce and then walked to my manager's house to sell him some and also got some weed. Turns out, him and his similarly aged sister, who had a 1-year-old baby, lived in a makeshift bedsheet bedroom in a basement of the tiny house. They smoked inside, windows closed, cats everywhere, bugs everywhere, weird, gross, sour smells coming from all areas. Everything gross. Their mom was home, but she was senile and addicted to painkillers, as well as the sister. So we did the trade downstairs, and when I go back upstairs, I go to the kitchen to throw some stuff away, and I see a baby in a high chair. This is like a horror movie, dude. This is like some Resident Evil shit. You know what I mean? What you mean you in a dingy basement and you've made rooms with sheets? You know? Are you brave enough? Weed dealer or nah, bro? You brave enough to be doing some shit like that? Oh, man. So look, I go upstairs and the baby's in the high chair eating a pack of cigarettes. Ask yourself if you've heard me read something like that before. Ask yourself if you've heard me read something like this before. Wow. I go to the kitchen to throw some stuff away and I see a baby in a high chair eating a pack of cigarettes. He's just sitting there, tearing them open and putting it in his mouth and spitting it out. I got a record scratch noise over here. You know what I mean? I ran downstairs, told the sister, and she just starts yelling, "Mom, get the baby," a couple of times lazily, then gives up and goes back to just sitting there. It was surreal. I hadn't ever experienced such neglect and disgust from people. I left and waited 2 days to sell CPS because I didn't want, or waited 2 days to call CPS because I didn't want my manager to know it was me who called. I know the kids got taken away and she went to live with a different family member, or at least that's what I was told. Man, we are lucky to just be away from some of this stuff. But at the same time, the drug dealers are also a little bit like naive. You know what I mean? Because like, I like to think of it like this. Yeah, man, weed is dope. Ain't nothing wrong with weed, especially when you're, everything in moderation. And I always say, cocaine is the white man's aspirin. You know what I mean? Listen. But these dealers who are selling crack and heroin and meth, dude, you know what I'm talking about? You think it's like reasonable people who are using these drugs in moderation, my dude? It seems like they're Pikachu facing when they must know it's bad. You can't know how bad it is, no. But it's gotta be bad when you're giving it to these people. It's not a dignified experience with them all sitting in, chairs around a fire going, I think it's a good time to just smoke this rock in this pipe. This wooden pipe. Oh, no.
Really, Gandalf?
Yeah, man. Gandalf was smoking crack rocks, baby.
No, the wooden pipe.
Oh. You know how cool a long wooden pipe like that would be? You have to wonder, do you think it's a good or a bad thing that weed isn't legal in most places? If weed was legal in a place like Florida, I think that we would turn like houses into Disney World. But it'd be weed themed. It'd be like, and come into this room. There's something very special about this room. Can you guess what it is? Is it that I can smoke out of everything in here? How did you guess? Put your mouth here. Okay. I'm over it. I'm sorry. Weedney world. Oh my God. Oh, this weed right here. Damn it. Yo, how about a theme park, Dia? That, it's got like whatever theme that they set up for it. But also they're trying to get you high while you're there. No way. Even if staff alone was the only people allowed to get high, there would probably be some serious accidents.
Have you seen my charger?
Dia, I don't know if you throw your charger up in the air at night, but
I don't. I put it over here.
No.
Maybe I took it out of the room.
It's dangerous out there, outside of the room. You should just stay shackled and in your cage. Dia, your suspended cage.
My suspended cage. Yeah.
Would you do a photo shoot in a suspended cage?
As long as I know that shit isn't just gonna magically just get unhooked or whatever, and I fall.
Unhooked and you fall.
Yeah, guess so.
It could be on a pole or something if you feel scared, and we could just green screen the pole out. You know, nice and stable, nothing to worry about.
A pole.
Linda says, "How did you guess? Put your mouth here, Kyle. October 2020. All right, fine. Look, we're getting out of here. Number 2. When I was selling to this lady, and she shook her crying baby in front of me, I wigged out, took the baby, dumped $500 worth of cocaine and heroin, called 911 from my car. She didn't put up a fight until the cops came to arrest her. She tried to sue me for kidnapping. Definitely not the best strategy for me. I was 18 and addicted pretty bad, but the baby saw a doctor under state care when he was covered in bruises and a couple of burns and had 2 broken ribs already. I'm convinced she would have killed him. He's 10 now and happy and thriving. The whole experience and legal battle when she was trying to charge me for kidnapping is how I got sober. This is the wildest story I've seen because Dia, you as a dealer, you know what I mean? How do you explain how you know this person otherwise? To say that you're friends? You know what I mean? That you just walked by this lady and saw her shaking the baby? And then grabbing and stealing the baby? Shit. Because if you turn in a baby that has scratches and bruises and broken ribs, it doesn't matter how addicted the person that you took the baby from is. They can just say you did that to the baby. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just a wild scenario. And in many cases, trying to be a real life superhero will get you in a hell of a lot more trouble because it ain't a question of whether or not somebody was right or wrong or whether they were doing the good or bad thing. It's about whose lawyer is going to be able to prove shit in court to the simpletons that will make up the jury. No disrespect, my dude. But that's who they get to sit on a jury is people who don't know shit about shit. People who don't understand the internet. People who don't know how to fucking use a computer or a cell phone. People who haven't heard of the terms that are going to be used and relevant to the trial. Who have never done any kind of drug. It's just insane. The legal system is wild. And you about to be bent over no matter who you are going into that shit. And I've said it in the past, Dia. You know, jokingly, if somebody threw a baby at you, swat that bitch to the ground. Do not catch that baby. That's how they get you. You know what I'm talking about? But at the same time, dude, yes, you see something terrible going on here. I think before I took the baby, I would try to record this woman and the baby. And then, you know, pretend that I'm a friend of hers, but she can't even remember me well because she's so strung out, blah, blah, blah. And if she says, oh, you're my dealer, I'd be like, oh, good one, trying to throw me under the bus too. You know, where would I get any drugs to give you, you sick bastard? But I'm sick of the way that you've been treating your child. What? She told me her name was Stacy. I've known you for years, Stacy. And you're lying to me. Number 1. And then I can finally use the bathroom. And then thank everybody for being amazing. And get to work on whatever you guys want to suggest here. Because, yeah, I want to do spooky stuff for this year. And I guess you guys are fine with me roasting Marvel's Avengers a little bit more. But I want to just do more for you. You guys deserve that. Honeycomb says, you know what was fun? Trying to listen to Kyle while doing an animatic and homework. And then your homework requires you to each a video.
Watch.
Yeah, watch a video. Okay. I'm going to pretend I understood that, you know. It's not his fault that I can't. I'm just gone. I'm gone right now. Number 1. So, I'm only posting because I have been clean and sober for 3 years now. Whatever. I've never officially called child or protective services, but I had this one mother who used to contact me for meth. I have never been to her house before, but after a few months, I built a relationship with her and felt at ease enough to go to her house. When I went to go drop some stuff off, it was Child Tax Day. I never knew she was a mother, normally not an issue for me. I could care less. I could not care less. I walked into the house and the smell was unbelievable. Cigarettes, sweat, poop, and pee. There was broken glass on the ground, 12-inch burn circles on the floor, poop on the floor. The TV was smashed. The bathroom door was literally torn. And in the hallway, Dia. Now, I'm a guy who needs to pick things up a little bit more frequently. You know what I mean? But when there's like bugs, you know? It's definitely time. Okay? When things get burnt, we really need to do some cleaning. Okay? When there's a funk, Dia, it's time for some sprays. But what kind of motherfucker reaches the poop on the ground stage? You know what I mean?
Drug addicts reach that
But
point.
Dia, it's poop! It's human waste.
Does it look like those people care?
Bruh, I guess, I can't get into headspace.
We aren't chasing that next high so hard that we don't care where we defecate. We're just
Bruh.
That's all that they care about.
Linda says, what's my favorite cryptid? I don't think I have one of those, but I may end up reading one lame SCP for you guys because I was enchanted by it the first time that I came across it. But now, people have...
Remember y'all, swat babies out the air if someone throws you one. If you catch it, they got ya.
I mean, that's how they get you. I'm just letting you know. That's how they get you. It happened to me, man. They were trying to make me sign all kind of paperwork and stuff. This baby looked Indian. I was like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't, if I had more computer issues than I do, and I wasn't versed in how to use a computer, that's not funny, Kyle. Okay? This whole made up scenario that you're making up right now, it's not funny. Ugh. So anyway, there's poop on the ground. Oh my God. I see the little toddler that was walking around with no diaper on. He had his own poop all over him. He was so malnourished that he was gray. The mother came to give me her money and I took the bag of meth I had put in my pocket and I told her to buy some diapers for her kid. I told her that she would have to find her dope somewhere else and then walked away. A good friend of mine who had always tried to help me out was a social worker. I told her that she was, or where she was, who she was, and gave her some details so that she could make a final decision. I'll always remember that kid. The last I heard, they'd been taken away and the mother was in jail. I wish the best of luck to people in this cruel, cruel world. Thank you guys for restoring my faith in humanity as we go through a list as dark and miserable as this. Maybe I have a problem because as terrible as some things are, sometimes I eagerly want, I want information on it. I want to get into it. I want to see what's going on. But we want goodness to shine through here and maybe just,
Can I suggest a nice thing for you to look at to show people?
I think Dia's like trying to climb over me to take the stream now. So what do you want?
Go to R Made Me Smile because someone posted a thing about some zoo animals.
I can go to your stupid subreddit, but I'm still going to Kyle it up for the rest of us. Something tells me that the types of things that would make me smile, like somebody getting punched in the face, isn't going to be here. What's going on with that, Dia? Which one?
It's a post of some animals.
Uh-huh. A post of some animals. This one? No.
It was from R Made Me Smile.
Okay. What does the post say? Man.
It says apparently dolphins and sloths are down with each other and this is good.
I don't see anything that starts with the word apparently. I want you guys to know that there is no torture as sweet as being in the midst of somebody that's taking a long time to tell you what they're talking about. Not saying that you were doing that, Dia, but like, I know I do it a lot. You know what I mean? And I think of just how insane it makes me. It has the word apparently in it, Dia.
Yeah, it's the first word.
It's not here. So what are you looking at, like years ago or some shit like that?
No, it's an R-O.
This is an R made me smile.
Yeah.
That's where I am. And it's named apparently something.
Yes.
What are other words in it?
Dolphins and sloths.
SLOTH. Nothing. I'm sorry, Dia. I guess you're on a version of Reddit that's not as gangster as the Kyle version. You know what I'm talking about? Instant karma.
Was it removed?
Man decides to photocopy buttocks instead he pays a hefty price. This is old school, and it could also be staged. Because I think, yeah, he gets stuck in there. Come on. Too old. Don't be a bully. Damn! Whoa! Watch it all unfold. What the hell? Are these dudes trying to rob this person? Oh my god! Oh my god! Dia, I think this woman had a baby.
Oh, that's old.
I've never seen it. That woman had a baby in there. Holy crap. What sickens me though, Dia, is that it seems like this other guy. Because watch another guy other than the dude with the yellow shirt comes up, and it seems like he's like defending her, sort of.
Oh my gosh.
What?
State rep candidate gets caught trying to meet minor.
State representative candidate?
Yep.
Where?
In public freakout.
They got the dude on video?
Yeah.
How did they know that it was a state representative?
I don't know.
What is a state representative? State rep candidate gets caught trying to meet minor.
Yeah, he's right here.
Yeah, he right here. No. Is this him? The whole video is just them chasing him as he's running away. They don't even get any good angles on the dude. If it was me, I'd just be all in his face like, sir, do you have any comment on the kids you're trying to diddle, sir?
Stop meeting minors off the internet.
Ew.
Stop it. Stop meeting minors off the internet.
Ugh. Guy wearing a "Don't Tread on Me" shirt assaults a peaceful
Smash you,
protester.
homeboy! I'll fucking eat your fucking face off, motherfucker!
I'll eat your face off, man. That's pretty intimidating stuff. He likes the taste of flesh, man flesh in his mouth.
You want a fucking piece?
Do you want a piece? Turn it off, bro. I'm a man's man. I don't wear a mask. I wear a Trump shirt, even though he got COVID. I don't think anything's gonna get funnier than a lot of like vocal support. Like, here's the thing. I imagine there are probably Trump supporters that are not insane, but the ones that we're seeing are absolutely crazy. You know what I want? You remember Girls Gone Wild, Dia? I want Trump supporters gone wild. All right? Specifically, supporters after he got COVID. Okay? That's all I want. That's all I want to see. Diana's asking what happened. It was just a dude that was trying to meet an underage girl. Like, probably was talking online, Chris Hansen style, and then got, catfished by people who were just trying to set up and catch people going out to get them. I hope they end up getting fired over it, but some of these dudes got lawyers, representation, and a legal system that will look the other way. It's unfortunate, but it's true. A sad day indeed. This is funny, Dia, because, that's how it goes. Why are there so many locks on vehicles? You gotta wish that they wouldn't even put them in the game if they're gonna put the locks on them. Why is there a boot on this car? Why won't anybody pay their parking tickets?
I guess when a purple storm is coming, it don't matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how to properly thank you for all of this other than to suggest that you go into the Discord and make a firm, girthy, rock-solid demand about what it is that
it's a real shame that...
God, this motherfucker just started up his video in another tab that I had queued. Yeah, but to make your demands about what you want because it's what you deserve, and you're gonna get what you deserve. I used to think people wanted stuff to go to sleep to, but I'm not sure anymore. So I want to give you what you want. Let me know, okay? I love you to death. Puncher Joe. All hope is lost. Jesus. Diana. Master Weeb. Goalman. And YNK. I owe you. You understand? And I won't rest until I feel you guys are even in the ballpark of what you deserve. So let me know. Does this person have clothes on? Is this a lady? Are those boobs down there, Dia? Is that a man? What if it's a man whose boobs I'm looking at? You know what I love about the internet? The internet used to be like this all the time. Where we'd like look at something, we'd enjoy what looks like boobs or a nice butt, and then later we'd figure out if we're gay or not because is it a man? I don't know. I think it's a lady. I think it's a lady, Yeah. They are not calling this woman Kellyanne COVID. Dia? Oh my God. When your daughter is roasting you for being a dumb bitch. You know how mad I'd be? You know how mad I'd be if somebody related to me had any kind of clout and was foolish enough to just spew this kind of ignorance and then to literally get bitten. This is the daughter. My mom coughing all around the house after Trump tested positive. Update, my mom has it. I'm furious. Wear your masks. Don't listen to idiot effing president, piece of shit. Protect yourselves and those around you. My mom 2 weeks ago. It'll be fine. Masks are stupid. It's outdoors. Oh my God. Hey. Dia, at what point, say you're born into wealth and you're born into money. But then you realize, oh no, the structure around me isn't just stupid. It's like evil too, Do you get out? Do you pull a royal family? Oh wow, that's really good. Oh dear.
What?
Look.
Oh, I saw it.
You saw it? It's like a bust of him?
Yeah. And
But in the base of it, behind,
it's him painting.
it's like him in the mirror, like.
Yeah.
Jesus hell. Now let's make a story about how like their mom never believed in them, and then they went on to create something like this, and it was their life's work. But their mom never believed in them. Their dad used to kick him and say, "Still mold in that clay, you fucking loser." And he'd be all like, "Wah." Are we done? Guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to end this before I get emotional. We've been at this for an hour and 45 minutes? I must have been having heart attacks. So, I don't remember. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for going, Super Saiyan this night. Look forward to what's coming. I love you to death. And don't hesitate to go into the Discord and let me know what you're looking for. I love you. You're special. And shield your ears right now. I am serious. This is not a what would I call this? A fake precaution.
Honk honk.
Oh.
Honk honk.
It wasn't that bad when I turned down Chrome. So I love you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Holy crap. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love you.